Hello, everyone. We're going to be going live in a few seconds, so just bear with me. For those of you that are now just getting the message that I am live on Spreaker, I'm going to have a actual live update in just a few seconds. So just bear with me. I'm trying to do a video feed also live from my hospital room. Trying to get a good angle. So for those of you that want to see me live, I will be available actually in a few minutes via the hospital room, and we'll go that way. Okay, a little bit of a glare there. All right, so without further ado, let's do what we do best. Let's go live as we count down this special episode of Hospital Update Live. Here we go. On June 16, 2018, I finally decided to launch my show. I've always wanted to inspire the world, face challenges, and share my personal testimony and my life story with the world. Join me each and every weekday, Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. because this is a show based on faith and how each and every day we battle storms. My name is Angel, and welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another special edition of Have Faith, Let It Begin. Hello from my hospital bed. Those of you that are asking to be on, I'm adding you right now to the live broadcast. Bear with me because I'm doing my best to make sure that we're adding people as they ask to be added onto the broadcast. For those of you who are joining in and not knowing what's going on, this is a live broadcast from my hospital room. I want to thank everybody first and foremost for their thoughts and their prayers. It's one of the things that it's been a rough 24 to 48 hours. Something that I never thought would take on such a heavy toll on me and my family. But let me bring you up to speed for those of you that are wondering what is going on. Thursday, while I was at work, I experienced some pain. Earlier in the morning, around 3 a.m., I had that pain, and the pain that I had was extremely painful. And one of the things that happened was I had certain medications that I had taken in the past for the pain, and I decided to take one. It didn't do the job. By the time I got to work, I found that the pain was getting harder and harder to manage, and I couldn't do my job effectively. It turned out that I had to walk to the ER, and for those of you who don't know, I work at a hospital. And when I walked to the ER, my blood pressure was high because of the pain. They immediately did some CAT scans, some X-rays. They did many different things, and they decided that it was time to check me and determined that it was and I want to correct myself. I said 10, it's actually 1, and again, that's 1 centimeter kidney stone. And the reason why they ended up admitting me is that there was blockage happening. So now that we are 24 hours then removed from there, yesterday I had surgery. Surgery was successful. They found some scar tissue. So the scar tissue made it more difficult for them to get close to the stone. They had to use a balloon and move up. They had to use the balloon to expand. Couldn't get my words out. Expand the urethra so they can get the stone. And the stone, when they did that, the stone eventually pushed back up into the kidney, which made the urologist had to call a specialist in for the kidney specialist who had to go in there and remove it. They were able to save 8 fragments and clean out everything and also heal the scar tissue that I had in the urethra. What ended up happening next was that, I had so much more things that have occurred, and it was difficult to say the least. For those of you right now that are, let me just take a pause real quick. There's people saying they can't see the broadcast, so I'm gonna shut the broadcast on Facebook down for a second and relaunch it because they can't get on. So bear with me 1 second. I apologize. Usually this doesn't happen, but I guess me doing an impromptu live feed has put me into this spot. So let me relaunch this. I apologize. There's people that want to see it, want to see this live. So let me relaunch. So stand by, everybody. I apologize. Okay, so there we go. So people now that are in part of the group are going to be getting the invite. So just bear with me as I re-invite everybody to the live show. I will not be repeating what I just said. For those of you that are sticking by and listening to the live show right now, sorry that it's not as high energy as it normally is. But as you can tell, I've been dealing with a lot of discomfort in the last 24 to 48 hours. Okay, so we've sent our invites. I apologize for not doing this ahead of time, but this is not something I'm accustomed to doing. So there we go. Everybody got their invite. Okay. So again, for those of you that are back with us on Facebook and those of you that have been on Spreaker with us throughout this time, I'm still being hospitalized, and I just found out that I'm actually going to be I'm going to be staying another night in the hospital. Reason being is I contracted a fever, and my blood pressure is still high. So I'm going to be staying again another night. But there's good news. The good news is that the kidney stone is gone, and once it's analyzed and they determine what is in that stone, it'll make things a lot easier for us to determine the type of lifestyle and changes that are going to be occurring in my life. The purpose for the show is that I had a huge amount of feedback, and people were asking how I was doing, and because at the time it just got a little bit too overwhelming to respond to everybody individually, I said, you know what, I'm just going to do a live show. I'll bring everybody in and kind of give you all, an idea what's going on. I want to make sure everybody knows on Facebook as they're watching, and I thank you for joining. I am fine. I'm doing fine. A little tired. I miss my family. I miss my wife, my daughter. She's still new to the, she's only not even 2 months. So not being around her right now makes it difficult. But I'm doing the very best I can. So again, for those of you that are joining for the first time, this is not how usually a show is. It's called Have Faith, Let It Begin. It is a show for everybody to come on and there's personal testimony, real life stories, inspirational topics, and unfortunately, as life happens, things happen. And this is the second time now that I've had emergency surgery. First time when I launched this show, it ended up being a lipoma surgery, and now I have a kidney stone surgery. But you know what? It just goes to show you, folks, it happens to everyone. Life is not easy. We all know that. But you have to be grateful for what you have. And I'm blessed with the family and the support that I have. And most importantly, I have faith. And I believe that no matter what happens, whatever challenges are given, whatever storms you battle, you always have to keep your faith. You always have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that God will always prevail. So my message to everyone here is that I'm fine. I'm doing well. I look forward to going home tomorrow and seeing my baby and seeing, my wife and my dog and my family. And my dad's coming now tonight to visit me. And I want to give a shout out to my prayer warriors out there that have been an amazing, integral part to my life. To Sigfredo, to Brian, to Chip, to Yolanda, to my bosses, and people at my job. Everybody's been so supportive, and it's been really cool. So I know people are asking if they can come visit. I have a little fever, so I would hate to have you come here and get sick. So I'm fine. Like I said, I don't want anybody to get sick, but I'm doing well and I feel well, and we're going to be back doing what we do best on the show, and that's creating more topics and creating and sharing more stories. But let me share with you a story that happened to me here while I was at the hospital. I was in an area where there was all people around us, and somebody saw me praying, and they asked for prayer. And that is amazing to me. That is God working. And if it means that I had to be in the hospital to share that moment with somebody that I didn't even know was a complete stranger asking for prayer, that was worth it for me. And that's really what it's all about. It's being together. It's sharing in each other's joys, and dealing with our storms and battling our storms together as a team. I see Ian is on. My buddy Ian, I haven't seen you in a long time. I'm good, man. I don't want you to get sick. You don't have to come by. But the fact that you offered is well enough for me, man. And I see Chip is on. Keep singing, brother. Keep singing. I'm proud of you. And I know my friend Brian's trying to get on. He always has difficult trying to get on Facebook. But I don't know. I don't want to ramble, folks. I just wanted to come on and let you see me on Facebook so you know I'm well. And I'm a little tired. Got the IV still in, and that's it. I'm just gonna sit back and sleep and get well, and pour out some new episodes for you on Monday. I'd like to go live again on Monday. Barring how I feel, I may do a primetime special. I see Chip is there. I know, man. I know you're here, brother. It's gonna be hard to see you on Monday now since you're coming. We'll figure something out, but we'll my friendship is coming from Kentucky, and I was supposed to meet up with him on Monday. Let's see what happens. But folks, let me just enclose this way because I'm rambling and I don't want to do that. This show, as you can see, is real life. It's life that happens as I record episodes. I never hold back. I've never stopped editing. I've never edited the show. I tell you everything that happens, and this happened to me. And the last 4 days have been rough, but my faith is stronger. Just think about it. Less than a month ago, I had a flood, and 3 months ago, 4 months ago, I had surgery, and a month ago, I had a baby. We all have storms. We all battle them. No one here is perfect. There's only one perfect man out there, and that's God. And He puts, He puts us in places where we can't explain it, we can't predict it, but the most important thing is understanding that no matter what God puts in front of you, if you have the faith, if you believe in Him, and if you believe in yourself, we all can overcome anything. We can overcome any obstacle. And don't let anyone steal your joy. I've said that many times. Don't allow anyone to come in and try to sneak up and steal your joy, because it's not worth it. Being in the hospital has just put my mind in a better perspective as to understanding just exactly who I am as a person, how I'm going to change my lifestyle and be healthier and be there for my daughter. So I encourage each and every one of you to hug your daughters, your sons, and your family members, and because you never know what life can bring you. You never know what challenges are going to present themselves, and you don't know where you're going to end up. But one thing is for certain: when you have faith, when you believe, when you trust in God, everything and anything is possible. I'll leave it at that. I'll keep you posted once they analyze the stone, and we'll find out what else is going to happen. But until then, my name is Angel. It's always an honor and a privilege to come into your homes. Thank you for letting me do that today on a special edition of Have Faith, Let It Begin. And we close with this. After the music is done playing, we will have a formal prayer like we always do. So let me close off to everybody that doesn't want to stay on for prayer. I totally get it, and I understand it. So have a great day. Stay tuned for more if you want to pray. Have faith. Let it begin. On June 16, 2018, I finally decided to launch my show. I've always wanted to inspire the world, face challenges, and share my personal testimony and my life story with the world. Join me each and every weekday, Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. because this is a show based on faith and how each and every day we battle storms. My name is Angel, and welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin. Okay, we're officially back now for the aftermath, which is the live edition of Have Faith, Let It Begin. Reason why we come back on the air after we go off the air is because at this point in time, what we do is we go into prayer. So for those of you that have been on the episode, it was 14 minutes long. And now at the end of the conclusion of our episode, we go into live prayer. So if there's anybody right now listening and watching that is asking for prayer, I ask you to send them my way. And without further ado, let's close in prayer as a team. Heavenly Father, we thank you for everything you have given us. Lord, we thank you for the good days and the bad days. We thank you for always putting your trust and faith in us. Lord, as I battle my own storm, as once again I'm hospitalized for a kidney stone, but for another storm that I have to battle, I can't stop to think about my daughter and my wife. They're home without me, and Lord, I just ask you to be with them and to, shelter them and keep them, strong. We pray for our friends and our families, our brothers and sisters and their wives. We ask you to continue to bless those that are sick, those that are mourning losses, and those that are battling so many different things in their lives, whether it's depression, whether it's lack of insecurity, if they're struggling with their jobs. Lord, we just ask you to touch upon them each and every day. And we hope that we can continue to do that through this show. And Lord, I ask you to bless myself, keep myself healthy so that I'm able to go home tomorrow. And Lord, I ask you to fulfill these prayers and pray for those that are just dealing with so many problems, and be with them, Lord, in this time of day. And I thank you all for watching us on Spreaker. I thank you all for joining us on Facebook Live. This was a special edition of Have Faith, Let It Begin, giving you the update on my condition. And again, if you're just joining us, I'm better. Just being kept another night because of a fever and high blood pressure, but the surgery went well, and we'll see what happens, what's next. To my wife, who I see is on, that brings a lot of joy to my heart because she doesn't get a chance to listen to my shows. I love you, and I'll be home soon. To my daughter, Daddy will get better, I promise. And I'll be a healthier person after this. And to all those that have come on, from Alicia to Yolanda to, oh my God, I was going to say Joanne, Jesus. Oh, Joni is on. And to, Yolanda, I saw Chip and Ian and Jessica. Oh my God, Jessica, how are you? And, so many things. My wife just told me, tell me you love me. You're not supposed to do that because you make me cry, and now I'm live. All right, let's close the show and wish all everybody the best. I love you guys. Thank you so much on Facebook and those on Spreaker Live. Thank you so much, and we'll get better, and we'll be better we'll be better after this. I guarantee it. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. Bye.